Hey, welcome back. This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. Yep, I'm back, and I got some interesting news and radios. This radio, little tiny thing, look at that. That's from Jeff. It is the Prunus J-555, and it is tiny. It's got like a 8-inch telescopic antenna, AM and FM, and what's unique about this radio is it has dual power. You can either use, I believe it's AAA batteries. Let me see if it'll tell me in the back here. It says batteries. Okay, I think, no, I don't know. I haven't tried batteries, but it takes both batteries that put in there, two batteries, AAA or double A, I'm not positive. And there's a red switch, and that red switch lets you switch to an internal lithium battery. So, which is on right now. That's why I haven't put any batteries in it. Got both a clip and a strap, cloth strap. Here we have the out of focus, hello camera, volume and tuning. And then over here we have two switches, which I've got it upside down, for off, FM and AM, and for a light. Yeah, this thing's got a light. This is a cool little radio from Jeff. We turn the light on just briefly. Oh boy, it's bright. Isn't that neat? And there's the out of focus. Oh, there we go. Charging port, light, and a headphone jack. Again, this is from Prunus. J-555. It sells for, and I'll need to turn around because my memory is so bad, and look at my computer. It sells for $14 on Amazon. You get these brand new. Let's turn it on real quick. We'll go to AM. I say we'll go to, I'm getting a little rusty here. Turn the volume up.
Seconds left, down 11. Matt Jones out of the gun. Dropping back to pass. They're out of timeout.
Got a tune button, battery condition, and an indication that you're charging the internal battery. Very sensitive. Picks up a lot of stations.
Short. She leaves behind her husband, Stephen, and her two children, Jack and Stella. Some law firms.
Okay, you get the idea. That's AM. FM will tune even faster because of music. Whoa, whoa. We got plenty of volume. Let me extend the tiny little antenna. And we'll turn the volume back up.
Touch from the left edge and 2 6 eighths. You paid Brock Purdy $52 million.
Yeah, it is a fantastic receiver. Yeah, it's got music. Okay, we got to get off the music. I already got in trouble. One of my videos, it's been up for over 5 years. I got a hit because I played the music too long. So I've learned not to do that anymore. Pretty cool little radio. I want to thank Jeff for loaning me this radio. Now, for a little news, you put that down, let me move that back. On this radio, this is the BTECH, and here's the model number, BF-F8HP-Pro. This thing does everything. Receives UHF, VHF. It just does so many things, and it's it overwhelmed me. I've had this, gosh, for at least 6 weeks. It was given to me by Thomas. And, of course, I have a lot of radios like this. I have the original, which was the Baofeng UV5R, which I spent a lot of time with. I learned how to program it with a computer. And let me see, I got it. Here is one of the hundreds and almost cables for programming these radios. I had the cable for the UV5R. With the cable and Chirp, which is programming software that you use on your computer to program all the channels in the radio, I could not get the computer to recognize this radio. I tried and I tried everything. I could not get it to work. So I set the radio apart. I said, okay, I give up. There's something wrong. I can't figure it out. I'm going to put it aside for now. Well, last week I decided, okay, this is a nice radio that Thomas got me. I've got to learn how to get it programmed. So I looked on Amazon. Again, there are not hundreds, but there are, I'd say 40 different cables that are used to program these radios. And they range from $8 to $25. Well, I did a search and I searched on this model number, that model number. So I said, if it lists this model number, then it should work. And I found one for $25. Oh, well, I found many, but I found one for $25 and one for $8. And I go, you know, I've had such bad luck. Let's just start with the $8 one. This is the $8 one. I plugged it into my computer. I started the latest version of Chirp. And I plugged it into the side of the radio. You plug it in the port right here, which is where your microphone, external microphone plugs in. And it recognized it. I couldn't believe it. No, take that back. I struggled. I couldn't get it to recognize it. I tried a couple of things. I couldn't get it to recognize it. I said, okay, I'm going to try one more thing, and then I'm going to give up. But put this radio in the box and never look at it again. Bingo. It worked. It worked. Thank goodness it worked. I was able, the first thing you want to do to verify that works is you want to download what's in the radio to a file. It did that. I had manually programmed 3 channels. And to manually program is tedious. So that's why I didn't want to fool with it. It was just too tedious. So when I did the download, it downloaded and showed me what I had done, the 3 channels. So I thought, oh, it is working. So Chirp comes with a whole bunch of, say a whole bunch, I'm trying to exaggerating today, I'm sorry. Comes with about 12 files of different frequency sets. Like it has GMRS channels. It has FRS channels. And so I took a couple of those and I uploaded it to the radio, and they worked. So I thought, wow, this thing has a capability of 1,000 channels that you can program. So I said, I'm going to take a bunch of these databases that are available in Chirp and string them together and then upload the whole thing. Well, the first attempt, it only uploaded the first 100. And I'm like, well, that didn't work. So I again, I had to struggle and try different things, and all of a sudden, I got it to load 300. Okay, then I thought, okay, I'm making progress. It also has the option, which, let me show you. If you push and hold the pound side, I say you push and hold. There. It will scan what you've loaded. And I said, okay, I've got like 384 memories loaded in, and I'm going to have it scan all those memories. I had GMRS, I had FRS, I had air flight frequencies. I had all kinds of stuff. Well, I can't, this is where I'm stuck again, I can't get it to scan anything but the first 100. And they're grouped in what's called zones. So I noticed you had to, in the setup, you had to turn on the zones. So I turned on like 3 or 4 zones, and I could get to them manually by going through the menu, selecting zone 2, for instance. That was tedious. And then I could step through manually using the up and down arrows everything that was in the 200s range. So I said, okay, I've got it in the 200 range. I'll just do that, select the zone, and then do a scan. Not what I wanted. I wanted to scan everything in memory. It won't scan any zone but zone 1. So I'm stuck again. So I got to do some more learning on that. And I want to thank Thomas for buying that radio for me. And I want to thank Jeff for loaning me this radio. Unfortunately, the show previous to this, there was something they didn't like about it, and so they deleted it. So that show is gone forever, and it's going to be replaced by this show. And now I will swallow my pride and get back to making videos. I love to make videos for you guys. I want to thank you for supporting my channel, and I want to thank especially Thomas and Jeff and several other people. Mike has supported my channel, and I want you to have a great day. Bye-bye.